My mom.
What are you talking about?
You're not my mom.
Mendecess, please stop playing with me before I knock you out. I'm about to smack you.
Why
you sound crazy.
That?
I don't think you take time to focus on this relationship. I think you spend so much time focused on your business and traveling, and it feels like you trying to get back for me being gone for them 4 years, and now it's time for you to enjoy life, and you start to feel like I'm a single parent. I can't do this by myself.
Mom? What are you talking about? You're not my mom, Yandy said in disbelief. Stop playing with me before I lose it. I'm about to snap, she added, her frustration building. The tension was thick as she stood there, feeling like she couldn't take it anymore. You don't even try to focus on this relationship, she said, trying to stay calm but clearly hurt. You're always caught up in business and traveling. It feels like you're trying to make up for being gone those 4 years. But now it feels like I'm doing everything alone, like I'm a single mom. Despite everything Yandy had done for their relationship, Mendecess was being exposed for cheating. And this wasn't just gossip. Everyone around them, especially in the love and hip-hop circle, knew what was going on. Since the day he got out of jail, people said he had been stepping out on Yandy. It wasn't about love for him anymore. It was about the idea of commitment, and it seemed like he wasn't even trying to hold on to that either. People who genuinely cared about Yandy had been begging her to leave him. They told her she deserved better. And now? It looked like she had finally reached her breaking point. She was done being quiet. She was ready to get her own back. The big question was, would this change anything in their so-called marriage? Honestly, can we even call it a marriage? They never legally filed the papers, and even before Mendecess went to prison, their relationship had serious cracks. In an attempt to go viral on YouTube, their son, little Mendecess, started doing pranks on his mom and grandparents. This time, he thought it'd be funny to write the word cheater on the side of Yandy's luxury G-Wagon. He hoped it'd make for a good laugh and turn into a trending video. But Yandy wasn't laughing, so I came outside, ready. To leave, she said, and this is what I see. My car with cheater written on it. She was furious. She turned the corner and saw who was behind it. Her son holding a camera, clearly thinking it was all just a joke. But to her, it was anything but funny. There are some things you just don't joke about, she told him. Guess who's on punishment now? Guess who's washing my car inside and out? And guess who has to be at the restaurant tomorrow at 9 a.m.? You don't mess with YouTube, and you definitely don't mess with my car. That was the last straw. She wasn't in the mood for games. The thing is, Yandy has always presented herself as a loyal partner. No matter how messy things got, through all the drama with Mendecess' other baby mamas, through all the cheating rumors, she stayed. People couldn't understand why she kept holding on, but spray painting cheater on a car didn't seem like a harmless prank, not to someone who's tried her best to stand by her man. Yandy and Mendecess had been together since 2008. They were married, at least ceremonially, in 2015, but never actually made it official with the government. Even before he went to jail, Yandy was dealing with the stress of being a mom to their kids and all the chaos that came with his past. There were rumors that Mendecess had kids with other women while still involved with Yandy. And despite knowing that, she stayed silent. Some compared her to Rashida, who also looked the other way when her man brought home more problems. Rashida and Yandy remained close friends through it all, but once Mendecess went to prison, Yandy was left to take care of everything on her own. She had to raise the kids, run the household, and deal with the other baby mamas all by herself. 2. Be clear, Yandy's not perfect. She's thrown her fair share of shade and played her own little games. But she didn't have to stick around. No one would have blamed her if she had walked away. She made sure Mendecess had work and a place to stay after he got out, but instead of showing appreciation, he complained. He didn't like how independent she'd become. She had to take control while he was gone, and now that he was back, he didn't know how to handle it. He was still acting like the same man who went to jail. After getting out, he even took off his wedding ring and started dating other women, whether Yandy knew about it or not. He didn't hide it. At one point, he even told her directly that he didn't feel the same anymore. It felt like he was disrespecting her to her face. That's just my opinion, but doing something petty just because you feel disrespected, that's not love. That's revenge. So now we're seeing this man walking around Atlanta with no wedding ring? Okay. After years of drama with baby mamas and trying to make it work, Yandy finally admitted that their relationship is basically over. They don't have anything in common anymore. There's no real reason to keep going. I picked her because she would walk barefoot through fire before admitting she lost, one person commented. During a serious moment, someone asked Yandy, "What does respect look like to you?" She answered, "Being valued, being heard, being seen, and having my feelings considered." And that's real. She wasn't asking for perfection. She just wanted to be respected. Then Mendecess was asked about his wedding ring. He said, "I think wearing a ring means being together as one. I'm trying to get there, but I'm not there yet." "What part?" someone asked. "The together part or the one part?" That's when it came out that he had a baby just 10 months after she did, so clearly he was moving on without her. But he brushed it off. "That doesn't matter, just like whatever I hear about you doesn't matter." A woman who claimed to be involved with Mendecess chimed in, "He never claimed you. You were never his girlfriend, not to anyone. But she had receipts. We had the same address. We traveled together. I put cars and apartments in my name for him." "That's what side chicks do," Yandy said coldly. "You don't have our address," Yandy continued, "and you never did." "I actually do," the other woman snapped back. "And I knew Yandy was going to come with that mouth, so I brought proof." She showed photos and documents. "We traveled the world together. We had apartments. We were a real couple." Even after all that, Yandy still wouldn't leave him. She claimed it was because of work, that she traveled outside of Atlanta often, and didn't see anything wrong with him being with the kids while she was gone, but deep down, she knew the truth. "If he builds me up too much," she confessed. "He thinks I'll get too confident and leave," Mendecess interrupted. "That's not true. That's not a fact. That's not how I feel." Still, Yandy pointed out that he couldn't even say congratulations when she got awards from major black organizations. "Not even once," she said. "You can't even give me my flowers." "I don't even talk like that," he replied. But that just proved her point. He never celebrated her wins, never uplifted her, never showed her love publicly. Eventually, he questioned why Yandy was acting so strong now. She didn't hesitate. She had spent years acting like she needed him. But now she saw that she didn't. She had handled everything on her own. She never filed the marriage paperwork for a reason, because she wasn't sure he was worth it. And now? That decision seemed pretty smart. Yandy said she was loyal. That she was hurting. But if her career kept growing and Mendecess kept dragging her down, she wasn't going to let him destroy her. They may have shown up together for events like the Grammy Awards or their Love and Hip Hop tapings. But as soon as the cameras stopped, she stopped pretending to be the perfect wife. People said there was no way little Mendecess was writing those captions or planning those YouTube pranks on his own. They believed someone was feeding him those words, maybe even Mendecess himself. In the end, people felt bad for Yandy. Raising that child alone while the father sat in jail wasn't easy. But only time would tell how things would turn out, especially since, biologically, that wasn't even her kid, and yet she played her role. She was a real one. But now she was done playing.